It's the first co-sanctioned event of the Sunshine Ladies Tour season. Welcome to Edenvale in the East Rand of Johannesburg in Gauteng. We are at the Modderfontein Golf Club for the 9th edition of the Joburg Ladies Open. We've been treated to some top-class golfing action over the last few days, enjoyed by enthusiastic spectators who have enjoyed the quality on display at Modderfontein Golf Course. A field of 120 players representing 37 nations have travelled here, and the field will tee it up in a 72-hole stroke play competition with a cut to the top 60 professionals and ties after the second round. Welcome to the best of ladies professional golf. This is the third time that it is being co-sanctioned by the LET and the Sunshine Ladies Tour with a purse of just over 6 million rand. This is the 2024 Joburg Ladies Open. Well, Modderfontein Golf Club was founded in 1935, designed by Arthur Tomset and opened by Bobby Locke. It was upgraded and redesigned by Hugh Baiocchi, their most famous member, in 1990. It is a challenging course with 12 of the holes having multiple sources of water coming into play. With the course being built on an old dynamite factory, we are in for some explosive action. Well, it's been a relatively mild week, but the mercury has been rising and it will reach a high of 28 degrees Celsius. Well, so far over 7 events have taken place. We've had 2 winners who are going to the final at the SA Ladies Open at Edenvale next week. So we'll be looking and keeping a beady eye on proceedings. But it is, of course, moving day at the Joburg Ladies Open. And we've already seen some fine play here at the 11th. England's Gabriella Cowley, with the rounds of 74 and 72, made a good start to her round. She turned in 34 and had just come from making bogey at the 10th, but rebounded with a super birdie here at 11.
Lydia Hall here at the 10th. Should come a little from her right hand side. In she goes.
Well, let's join Dagar now at the 10th hole and going for 4 birdies in a row. And we've seen birdies from her at 2, 7, 8 and 9.
Sluman here on the par 3 11th. A little bit uphill, 142 meters. Straight over the flag.
Well, we're here at 11, and this Sobron Gomez. This for birdie on the par 3 hole. It's a lengthy effort. Fantastic stuff. Very, very well executed there by Gomez. Well, let's update you then on how things stand here in the 3rd round. And it is Tamburlini leading the way. Today, 3 under through 7. And fantastic performance by her so far. We've got another 3 under there from Teresa Maletska. 4 under round so far for Dagar and Sobron Gomez. So things certainly happening. But Nadia van der Vestes and holding firm so far. She's parred all 7 of the holes that she's played. And she's sitting safely at 9 under with Tamburlini now 2 shots in front. A little further down the leaderboard, and I think a true reflection of the international nature of this event.
Very strong, the internationals, and they should be. They have majority of the field, but high quality players, and great to see them out here, and we're going to enjoy them this week and next week.
Here's a look at Nicole Garcia. Playing her 3rd shot into the par 5 10th hole. Quite a good place to leave herself. That's going to set up a very good birdie opportunity. Luna Sobron Gomez playing her 2nd shot into the 12th. Perfect position in that fairway. Very difficult tee shot to get right. And that's an excellent approach shot from Luna.
We saw on Nicole Garcia chip up to here. She has this move to tie 6th position on 6 under par.
Well, Nicole always plays well here at Modderfontein. She finished in a tie for third position in 2022, and last year also got a top 10, and she finished tied for 8th.
Sabron Gomez coming maybe a little from, I thought it was from the left, but not a good read from me. She got it right. Good birdie down that 12th.
And look back into the 10th fairway. Teresa Malechsi from Czech Republic. And that's a great exhibition of spin there. Very popular spot, long on the 10th.
Laura Sluman. 3 birdies and no bogeys coming to the 13th, and unfortunately made a 6 on the reachable par 5 today. They must have that tee box up on 13. A lot of trouble on 13. Let's see what she can do in 14.
Well, Sluman actually gained her card in Morocco in December. Fantastic effort there. And currently sitting 38th on the Ladies European Tour Order of Merit. So a very solid start to her season.
Yana Malachova. Two over for her round today. Even though it's playing only 105 meters, they've already brought that back bunk into play right in the top right of the green.
Great shot from Jana. She plays out of Albatross Golf Club in Czech Republic. Teresa Maleska got it right that time. Also from Czech Republic. Been out here for all of the events. Got her mom with her on the bag. Really enjoyed their time here in South Africa, especially the food. Says we have really, really good food. She's enjoyed it. Oh, just catching the high side, unfortunately.
Bongi, you were playing in the Pro-Am, and what are your thoughts and impressions on the way the course has been playing?
The course has been playing quite tough. We've had so much rain in the past month and a couple of weeks leading to the tournament, and it has not been easy. The greens are quite soft, but they are running at reasonable speed to an extent, because today I think they're running at 12. But in terms of the preparation, I think that, like I said earlier, the Modderfontein team, led by the greenkeeper Ntate Andres Madonzela, they've done quite a good job.
So let's join screen now at the 14th.
Wow, that's a great shot. Verena Gimme playing her second shot. Prime position in the fairway. So important to get a good tee shot off on this 12th hole. Trouble right, trouble left. And that's, nearly spun that into the hole. And there's a quick look onto the 10th green. Nadia van der Westhuizen playing her 4th shot. Coming up just pin high on the left. And as we saw earlier with Laura Funstock, very tough from that side. The rough, unfortunately, just kills all the spin. The greens being as quick as they are, it's hard to control it. And Bongi, there's a look at our spectators.
Yes, we've made arrangement for spectators to come to the tournament. The tournament is free. They download their tickets from the Sunshine Tour website, park at Stone Ridge, and then they get a parking ride to the facility. We're needing more people to come and watch golf and support these young ladies as they continue to ply their trade.
Great birdie there from Teresa Maleska. Let's a look at Nadia van der Westhuizen now with her lengthy par saving putt on the 10th. She's made 9 straight pars in the front 9. Back 9 is quite difficult. You don't want to drop shots early on, and unfortunately she has. only blemish on her scorecard today thus far. Got a couple of holes and birdie opportunities coming up to try and pull that back. Nicole Garcia with a birdie putt on the 12. Great place to be, slightly up the hill. Should move a little from the left. And she makes it. Great birdie.
The 12th has been playing very, very tough during the course of this week. So Nicole will be very, very pleased with that effort, sitting at 7 under.
Chiara Tamburlini just cleaning up for her par, having played from the bunker. Also another young player, very promising. One of the new faces on tour. This is Verena Gimme, also on the 12. She nearly holed the shot, pitched it past, managed to spin it just past, leaving herself slightly uphill, probably just left of centre. Not much in it. And even the short putts demand respect, time and focus. See the girls really taking their time, not wanting to squander any shots unnecessarily.
Well, screen here at the 14th, and a fantastic birdie there for her. Pretty short putt, but those are the ones that can really trick you up.
As we look back on the 13th hole, par 5. Should this go in, it'll be her third birdie. Down the hill, slippery putt, will move back towards the right at the end.
Beautiful birdie.
And that's 3 birdies for Luna Sabron-Gomez, making a run on the back 9. And here's Hannah Sluman. Apologies, Laura Sluman. Chiara Tamburlini now. Lengthy birdie putt on the 11th, slightly up the hill. Oh, back of the cup.
Wow.
Well, our leader is playing like a champ at the moment, and that takes her up to 13 under.
But yes, as mentioned, Nicole Garcia, another player. She had a major injury probably 3 years back, took her out for a year. And it's great to see her coming back. You know, it's so tough after a year off the game to come back and play, get that momentum.
Well, the lead group here at 12, and I can tell you that Nadia van der Westhuizen clipped the left-hand side from a demanding tee shot. She's now a touch of fortune underneath the branches, but she'll probably look to punch out just short of the water that guards the par 4 and safely finds the fairway with a second, so she'll have about 90 meters to the flag from there, looking to save par and keep another bogey off her card, having bogeyed the 10th. Next to go is Aunchisa and Utama. Best of the 3 drives, middle of the fairway, 110 meters. The pin today is 20 on, 6 from the left, and it's set up with a superb angle for the professional to take aim at this flag this afternoon. The breeze is slightly off her left-hand side, but she has been striking the ball rather well today. I expect her to be within 15 feet of the cup here.
Andrew, any wind to speak of out there?
Tans, from the morning, it seems to have died just a little bit, and if there is any wind, it is coming off the left-hand side of the player's shoulders.
Nicole Garcia, bunker shot here at the par 5. Looks to be a good one.
That really is a great shot. She didn't have much space to work with. It looks she was in the slight back portion of that bunker. That's a great shot from Nicole Garcia.
The leader, Tamburlini. 5 birdies, no bogeys today. It's quite a commanding lead at 4 under par, and another great shot from Chiara.
Kind of feel like she's just gotten her nose ahead and she's running away with it. As we welcome OG Molefe into the commentary box today.
Hello again, Tandy. Afternoon out.
Hi, OG.
I could complain, but no one listens, Al. Oh, look at that. Settle down. What a great approach there from April.
Nadia van der Westhuizen now playing her third shot after having recovered from the left-hand side. Smart play, not taking on any unnecessary risk. Oh, she would have loved a little bit of backspin there.
We go down to Verena Gimme. Birdie putt here on the par 5. A little bit downhill from her right-hand side.
I must say, having played the course this week, and though unfortunately missing the cut, found the greens quite treacherous from the point of view that you can have a birdie putt and you still feel like you're lagging it just because the greens are so quick. If you're putting a little bit across the slope, that cross grain, you're just aiming so far right or left and trying to get that max break and dive in. So the putting almost feels a bit tentative all the time, even though you've got inside a 10 foot for birdie. Ellie Gibbons from the UK.
And hence you said earlier, Tandy, that you'd rather be sort of uphill 15, 20 feet than 10 foot downhill. 11.8 on the stump.
The greens have gotten quicker and quicker each day. 11.2 in the Pro-Am. 11.4 and 11.7 yesterday. Wouldn't be surprised if they're very close to 12, if not 12 tomorrow for final round.
Funstick, her birdie putt.
Laura Funstick cleans up there for her par. Remains at 5 under.
And Pelaez Trivino, should I say.
Great birdie from her on the 16th. Uphill par 4. Now Nicole Garcia, par 5, 13th hole after a fantastic bunker shot on the left-hand side. Little uphill. Now it's unfortunately a missed opportunity of a birdie. It's one of the things about these greens being as slick as they are. If you are putting across the slope, I mean, I had a couple of 2-footers. I was aiming almost 2-3 cups outside the hole. You've got to marry up that line and pace.
Utama, I predicted she'll leave it 15 feet short. Well, she's left it about 30. And what a cruel putt she has left for her third. Here, detesting 12th up the hill. Got to marry the pace and the line, bending from the left to right. Oh, it's quick. She'll have that left for her par. Nadia van der Westhuizen, as you would have seen, had to lay up, having struck the left-hand side timber. Laid up well, and she's knocked her third at this par 4 to about 20 feet. Started with 9 straight pars before bogeying the 10th hole, having taken the overnight leader with a wonderful finish to her second round yesterday, closing with 5 birdies. She's got about 20 feet to negotiate here. And the putt should move a little bit from right to left. The playing partner who is taking this tournament by storm as it stands is Chiara Tamburlini. And also a wonderful second into the screen, setting up yet another birdie chance. And so far the gallery's been lit up by the excellence of the young professional.
Five birdies, no bogeys for Chiara Tamburlini. Trying to assess that pace and line, marry it up.
Looks like she's aiming a little out to the right-hand side. Should turn from that right. A bit of a knuckle protruding from the side of the green. She's going to clean up for her par. It's definitely my favourite time of the year to play golf here in Johannesburg. The courses are still lush, fairways are quite firm, you get a bit of release, and the rough is obviously not so gnarly.
Back to the par 4, 12th hole. Nadia van der Westhuizen. needing to make something happen.
Oh gee, you almost feel like it's a really must-make just to get the momentum going. No birdies so far. Take the break.
Fortunately, there will be a second dropped shot of the day for Nadia, the overnight leader. Hard away through the front 9. Dropped shot at 10 and now at 12.
Sweden's Malfold playing her second shot into the uphill par 4, 16th. Another hole that demands a very good tee shot. A lot of the players just hitting a 3-wood, leaving themselves in the fat of the fairway. That's a great approach shot.
She loves this course, doesn't she, Tandy? Had a good run here last year as well.
I've played with her once or twice. She hits a long ball off the tee, but she's very, very accurate with her iron play, so it's very suited to this kind of golf course. And also, I have played with her when she's gone quite a few under, so her putting stroke definitely can do its job. And there's a look at the previous winners. Monique Smit, 2020, back when it was at Soweto Country Club.
It's where Cassandra Alexander also became a winner. And the phenomenon of Lynn Grant began right here at the Joburg Open, winning in the 2022 edition. We know what she's gone on to achieve. Lily Mae Humphreys coming out to SA and winning last year.
Leanne Pace, Kim Williams, Ashley Duhai and Vokla Dlamini, all previous winners of this prestigious event.
Here's a quick look at the short par 3, 14th hole. Penalty area has caught out some Emmys. And that pin placement on the right hand side today, quite difficult to get it close. As Tandy mentioned earlier, you kind of have to gamble, try, pitch it long and spin it back.
Well, here the par 3, 14th, the last chance to beat the pro and advance to the final next week at the SA Women's Championship, the Investec Women's Open Championship at Erin Vale, with our leader who's been imperious during this third round, making a host of birdies. She certainly got the speed on the greens correct. The acceleration has been brilliant. Out with a gap wedge, trying to negotiate 113 yards. I can tell you that the wind has settled just a little bit, especially from the earlier morning conditions. So be fancying her to take quite a strong aim at this pin position.
Looks a little bit like from her program swing there. She's trying to keep the club a bit more in front of her hands in the takeaway. I'm just going up ahead to the par 4, 15th hole. Nicole Garcia putting quickly down the hill. Quite a bit of break on the left-hand side. Ball should move back towards the water on her right. It's beautiful judgment of pace. Finishing just behind the hole.
Utama playing 105 meters, the 14th today. Oh, great shot.
It's a good place to be. Got a nice uphill putt.
All I can say, guys, is try and beat that. What a shot from Utama. And Helen Greef, I can just see her with a little smirk on her face as she stands towards the backboard watching Nadia van der Westhuizen teeing it up here. Nadia from South Africa giving a great account of herself. Also out with the gap wedge today. And beautiful conditions out here.
Oh yeah, delightful approach from Nadia van der Westhuizen. That beautiful Renault, not up for grabs today, but will be for the first hole-in-one in tomorrow's final round. Today the tee box has been brought forward. Sure, it's likely to go back tomorrow. Hopefully we'll see an ace. But first, in today's business, Ken Helen Greef plays out of Beckenfeld Golf Estate, 12.3 handicap. Trying to beat the pros.
I can tell you that is an awesome shot, guys.
Oh, that is fantastic. Wonderful approach there from Helen Greef. Has it beat the pro though, Andrew?
Guys, we'll have to have a look upstairs there. Rules and the measurements are out already. All the congratulations around the tee box surrounding 14 for Helen Greef from Brackenfeld. A superb effort in trying to beat the pro this afternoon.
She was staring that down, OG. I just hope it's closer. Often pin high is, and it looks like Nadia might have just snuck it in there.
Diksha Dagar, birdie putt on the 17th, up the hill. As we watch her tap in for her par. Just confirming where she can stand. You can see the two other players' markers just to the right of her.
Putting a good round together, 5 birdies and just 1 bogey coming at the 5th.
To the 14th, our leader for birdie. Chiara Tamburlini just coming up short. We'll tap that in for par to stay at 13 under. And there is confirmation. Helen Greef beating the pros with a wonderful approach shot. Deserves another look. It was a great swing here, Ellen Michel.
It certainly was. You can see how she's staring it down. The last player out of 10 amateurs. And she had a bit of work to do. Look at that. Probably 4 or 5 feet from the hole. Well deserved trip she's going to have.
Aunchisa Utama putting slightly up the hill now. All over 6 meters, moving from the right-hand side. Back of the cup. Seen her each day before her round, spending a fair amount of time on the putting green. As we just see Nadia, unfortunately, just missing on the high side there for her birdie.
She seems to be having that day. No birdies, can't get that conversion at this stage.
It's amazing how quickly it changes. Yesterday she finished with a blitz, 5 straight birdies to post at 5 under 68. Can't seem to buy a birdie today, unfortunately. Stays in a tie for 5th place at 7 under par, but can still afford to smile. Wonderful to see. It will come. Helen Greef down at the 14th with Andrew Hope. Andrew, she must be beaming with pride.
Helen Greef alongside me, who's just come out victorious, beating her respective professional in the Beat the Pro competition. And Helen, firstly, what club was it and how far did you have to the pin?
It was my 8 iron, and I think it was 102.
It looks so good off the strike of the golf club from the outset.
It felt good, but super nervous.
What's not nervous is your hands right now. That's a bit of a joke, but congratulations. It was an incredible shot and well done. How forward are you looking to going on that journey?
Very awesome. Looking forward to it. Going to have some fun.
And what does it mean to be out here this week supporting the Joburg Ladies Open?
It's great stuff. You support where you can. It's local.
All the best and congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thanks a lot.
Chiara Tamburlini leading the way, 5 under par through 14 holes. Has herself a 4-shot cushion at the top.
Diksha Dagar is second into 18, which is another tricky hole. Over water. Another beautiful shot. There's a lot that can go wrong on this back nine, Tandy.
Indeed, as we look at Luna Sabran Gomez from Spain, after a drop shot on the 17th, playing her 4th shot. I must say, this back nine is very difficult. If you can get it going, make some birdies, you're going to gain a lot of traction on the field. It's very easy to make bogeys. So many demanding tee shots. Morten playing 6 of the holes. Sanna Nuutinen from Finland playing her 2nd shot into the 18th.
Delightful shot.
Kim Matro, one of a few left-handers playing this week. We just saw the Indian Diksha Dagar. She's on the 18th. Just to get into red numbers for the week here, Joburg Ladies Open.
Just to further elaborate what you mentioned earlier, Alan, about the back nine, is that hitting the fairways is quite crucial because there's quite a bit of rough guarding the fairways, and if you are offline, a lot of the holes are tree protected. So slightly right, slightly left, you've got to contend with trees, and already onto very quick greens that are hard to access pins. Beautifully holed.
Yeah, and you're crossing water on the 12th, the 13th, 15 to a degree, 17, 18. So if you're just off the fairway, like you said, and you've got to try and negotiate, sometimes you've got to just lay it up and take your punishment.
Teresa Maletska for par. Not going to be.
Here's a look at the 18th green. Fairway in the background. And there's that yellow penalty area we mentioned earlier. Flag is cut just over a tier today. Definitely one of the more accessible pin placings on this hole. This is going to be slightly downhill, moving a bit from the left-hand side. Diksha Dagar 4 under on her front nine, just 1 under on the back nine. Just to move her up in a share of 5th alongside Nicole Garcia and Nadia van der Westhuizen.
Already a 2-time winner on the LET. Oh, unlucky. On the Investec South African Women's Open down at Westlake in 2019. And a winner last year.
To the 15th, Aunchisa Utama. There's her approach into the par 4. Coming off that birdie at 14. And she sets up yet another one with a wonderful approach shot.
It's one of the best we've seen so far on 15 OG.
Absolutely.
Sanna Nuutinen. Straight up the hill. Just the birdie putt you would like. Been really frustrated with her putting this week.
Well, give me second shot here at 17.
Great distance control from Verena Gimme coming up that first cut of rough. Go down to Kim Metro. Birdie effort here on her final hole.
Slightly up the hill, moving from right to left. Laura Fiumstock playing her second shot on the 17th. Out of the left-hand first cut. Great shot from her. Scores are making the 17th look rather easy.
I think, like you said earlier, Tandy, that you have to drive it well on this back nine. Give yourself shots out the fairway, you can control the spin.
So now we're aiming just a little bit outside the left-hand side. And possibly needs a bit more pace to stay on line. And as mentioned, even these short putts have got a fair amount of movement.
Yeah, she dearly would have loved to have finished off with a birdie there at the last and just take that momentum through into the final round tomorrow.
Venus Galmez has had a great round. Unfortunately, had a double bogey on the 17th, but she was 7 under par for her round going into the 17th. So just to finish with a 68, 5 under. At the moment, tied for third position.
She actually ended a difficult injury-plagued year on a high at final stage Q school to regain full LET playing rights for 2024. So we're just hindered by a back injury for much of the year. And that was a year where she competed on both the LET and the LPGA. So a very busy golfer indeed.
Nicole Garcia here at 17, just coming for bogey on 16. Not one of those putts that you can be aggressive on.
Teresa, unfortunately coming up just shy. She'll tap in for her par. Verena Gimney, just a clean up for her birdie after a really exceptional approach shot from the left-hand rough. So move it into 9th place. Alongside a couple other players. A few holes to go.
Yeah, very solid performance from her today. She also had a birdie at the 12th hole, and we saw a bogey from her at the 4th, but of course that is the toughest hole on the course. But there is confirmation of how things are shaping up here in round 3. It is Tamburlini leading the way at 13 under.
Well, Chiara Tamburlini, having missed the fairway right, found a bit of trouble, and she had to force away with a 7-iron up to here. Now left with this delicate shot playing uphill, but having played in the Augusta National Women's Amateur before, I'm sure she's used to really good greens, and Modderfontein provides us with just that. An excellent roll up the fringe here. She'll probably land at her 10 feet paces and get that one to stop a little bit. Decent shot.
Nadia van der Westhuizen. Uphill putt for her on the 16th, par 4. This would be a great bounce back. Watching just a little bit tentative with her putting stroke today. We've seen her leave quite a few putts short. kind of get stuck in that wave of hitting it short and then hitting it a little bit too firm. So you got good line, bad pace, and you've got, unfortunately, a putt that goes too firm, so it doesn't quite take the break. As a golfer, we all have those days.
Yeah, and then you start sort of overthinking the pace instead of just letting your eyes tell you what's going on.
Well, this young lady has been so impressive today, especially from this distance, and pretty much more ranges, to be honest, on the dance floors. And like Nadia van der Westhuizen, she's at great pace on the greens. And don't expect this one to be leaving too much of the cup, although the wind is picking up quite a bit. That's why she's taking a bit more time on this one. And she wants to preserve her advantage at the summit of the Joburg Ladies Open. So in the context, an important putt. The stroke of a champion to be, perhaps.
Our leader, Chiara Tamburlini. Absolutely spectacular.
It's definitely going to be a shot in our highlights of today. One of the best approach shots we've seen into the 17th hole.
You can see 17, a little dog leg to the right. You're going to negotiate that right-hand tree. Almost favors a left to right tee shot. Sneak it down that fairway. It's all downhill, but if you get in that little semi-rough overhanging trees, you've got to negotiate that penalty area.
Well, 20 meters less is Nadia van der Westhuizen. Pretty unfortunate here to have rolled into the first cut of rough. 71 meters to the flag as van der Westhuizen hasn't had the best of rounds, but she'll be looking to follow suit in the footsteps of the leader, who's fired an absolutely tremendous approach into this wonderful par 4 17th. It looks on course, guys. A little bit long.
And that is unfortunately not getting the backspin as you would expect, coming down the hill and playing out the rough. As we look at Gimme, par putt on the 18th, moving a little left to right.
Aunchisa Utama coming from the fairway, she'll be able to control his spin better. Nothing wrong there.
Just a slight pull there, guys, but no damage. 18 foot left for birdie.
Well, it's a birdie for Funstick, but still a good round. Even par, just outside the top 10.
Well, Nadia van der Westhuizen haven't had the ability to get the spin on her golf ball with a second shot, just firing it past the pin. Looks to be a little bit from the left here. It's a tricky downhiller though, and you can see she'll take careful consideration in this one. And no doubt Larissa Lepria will also get down low to have a look at it as well. The best of the shots though, of course, from our leader, Chiara Tamburlini. It's been an exhibition, guys, and simply outstanding golf to be watched. And all the spectators out here are simply in awe. But for Nadia van der Westhuizen, this is an important putt to get her round back on course, and possibly the tournament in itself.
Like you said, Andrew, an important one for van der Westhuizen. She looks for this birdie now.
Just having one of those rounds. Too short, too long. Come up short the previous two putts uphill. Now she's got a little tricky 4-footer coming back.
There are two places available for two players to finish otherwise not not exempt into the Investec SA Women's Open next week, as well as the winner of this year's Ladies Joburg Open will also gain entry into the ATS career event. So other playing opportunities, as well as exemption on both Sunshine Ladies Tour and Ladies European Tour. Lots to play for.
Well, let's see what Utama can do now. She's really made steady progress today after that initial hiccup at the first, where she got a bogey. And 3 subsequent birdies followed that. And that is so close. Utama is sitting at 8 under, 5 shots off the pace.
Interesting, Ola, you have a day when you watch the golf and just seems like so many putts don't go in, and then the next day looks like they can't miss. I think we're going to be in for an exciting day tomorrow. That's a very unfortunate 3-putt for Nadia van der Westhuizen. And as you mentioned, just trying to make the birdie, hitting it a little bit too far past, and then lacking the pace coming back up the hill.
Oh, Nadia hasn't done that much wrong today besides the putting. Just only really one loose shot on 15, got punished for the double bogey. Has made nothing else, but this lady, Chiara Tamburlini, is on fire. '18th fairway. That is what those ladies have to negotiate. Massive penalty area. A lot easier from the fairway though. That pin location is 26 on and 11 from the right hand side. We've seen quite a few of the ladies overshoot this green. Quite a bit of uphill in the front of that green.
Well, Elle, it's been expert golf from a lady. I can't believe she only turned professional back in August last year, and she's shown years beyond her experience. Another brilliant drive here, this time down the 18th, a tricky par 4 with the meandering stream that wraps around this 18th green. For Chiara Tamburlini, the 24-year-old, she's got 109 yards. And that's with the pin then being a further, like you said, 26 on. Probably looking to use a wedge to 9-iron here. Just another solid swing.
And that's nicely done. Safely aboard below the hole. About 5 meters, putting slightly up. Next to play in the fairway, Nadia van der Westhuizen.
Really enjoy her swing. Nadia looks quite natural, on plane, connected.
That's a great approach shot for Nadia on the final hole. And it'll go well to roll that in and give her a birdie. Set some positive momentum for the final round tomorrow, despite the difficulty she's had today.
Momentum's such a strange thing in golf. You sink a putt early on your round, you get a few birdies under your belt and everything's fine. As soon as the putt starts slipping past, you just hit a half a bad shot and all of a sudden you make a double and start thinking a lot.
Well, particularly if she could get that putter firing with the last putt of her round. That would be wonderful for her.
Utama with another fabulous drive here. Just as 116 meters to the green, or to the pin rather. 126 yards with the pitching wedge. The wind, you can see the flags in the background, just slightly up, left to right. It's an impressive young talent, this as well.
Can't you find another? It's on a good line.
Oh, she deserved that.
Just the lone bogey on the first hole.
This to shoot 7 under par to stretch the lead.
Nadia van der Westhuizen. Great approach shot from her into the 18th. It's going to move a little from the right.
Hopefully she got a good read off Utama. Get in there. Well done, Nadia van der Westhuizen.
Chiara to clean up for her par on the 18th. Great round of golf by this young lady.
Well, what a fantastic performance from Tamburlini, a 67 here on the third day of this tournament. And she's sitting pretty at the top of that leaderboard at 14 under. A round of 6 under today. And that leaves her very comfortably in front by a very juicy 6 shots from Aunchisa Utama. From the 4 of us, it is goodbye and we'll see you again tomorrow. It's the first co-sanctioned event of the Sunshine Ladies Tour season. Welcome to Edenvale in the East Rand of Johannesburg in the province of Gauteng. We are at Modderfontein Golf Club for the 9th edition of the Joburg Ladies Open. Modderfontein is a parkland-style course with plenty of trees on both nines and provides a stern test. The weather has been absolutely perfect and the action has been enjoyed by enthusiastic spectators at Modderfontein Golf Course. This is the best of ladies professional golf and the 3rd time that it is being co-sanctioned by the LET and the Sunshine Ladies Tour with a purse of just over 6 million rand. Switzerland's Chiara Tamburlini holds a 6-shot lead into the final round of the Joburg Ladies Open. One of the newest stars in European women's golf surged ahead with a bogey-free round of 6 under par 67 to lead the field on 14 under par. What a fantastic prospect she is. We are excited to get this final round of the 2024 Joburg Ladies Open underway. Welcome to it. First update you on what has happened so far in this final round as we join Newton now at the par 3 11th and sitting at 5 under is Newton. Fantastic approach there and she would go on to par that particular hole.
Cassandra Alexander for eagle here at the lengthy par 5 10th. Should come a little from her right-hand side. Just not taking the break and resulting in a birdie and a little bit disappointing.
Well, back to the par 3 11th now and Cassandra moving on here and also looking to continue that positive momentum. And having come off a birdie at the 10th, she'd make it back-to-back birdies here at 11.
Manon Roey on the 10th, her 3rd shot. Pin is in the back right pin location. Great approach there from Roey. She converts another birdie at the 11th.
So let's get the very latest then from out on the course. Tamburlini is doing exactly what we expected she would do, pick up where she left off yesterday. Today she is 2 under through 7 holes. We saw her make a birdie start. She did pick up a bogey at the 3rd, but then made another birdie at the 5th. She's going along very nicely indeed, and now has a 7-shot advantage over Utama. So a very good play from her. We're also seeing some fine scoring as we look down that leaderboard. 2 under through 11 for Pelaez Trivino. We've also got a 3 under through 15 from Madeline Stovar. A little further down, 4 under there through 15 from Nina Pagova, and 2 unders through 16 for Liz Young and Teresa Diaz-Molina. The leader, of course, setting the pace at 16 under. As we just take a look down to see the progress of some of the players out on the course. We've got Catherine Muzi there, 3 under through 9, a fine start for her, and she sits at +3. Well, let's go to the 13th hole now, as we also welcome Thandi McCullum into the commentary booth. It is Eleanor Givens here.
Good afternoon, everyone. Another beautiful day here in Johannesburg. Great scene setter for some exciting golf. Lots of birdies abound. And that's a great shot by Ellie Givens. Ellie Givens with an eagle putt. And she converts. That should pole vault her up the leaderboard. Maha Dewey, 1 under for her day. And so playing 156 meters today. There's a slight drop off. Probably a good 7-iron.
First Moroccan to play on the LET Tour. It's been going since, I think, 2012. What a great shot. That would have looked magnificent from her angle, straight down the line. April for decent birdie opportunity here on 10. In she goes.
Tell you what, that's a great 2-putt from where she was. And now we have Maha Dewey with her uphill birdie putt.
Lovely too on the 14th.
We go up ahead to the 11th hole, par 3. April Angurasaranee with her birdie attempt. And she makes it.
Well, 3 under for the day is the 19-year-old who turned pro in 2020. Born in Bangkok and currently 28th on the LET Order of Merit.
She's got Ray Deploy on the bag, South African, originally from Zimbabwe. Gary and Ray have caddied all over the place, the brothers. Very well experienced.
Red on the final day. We've seen that somewhere before.
The professional from Panama, Laura Sluman, converts her birdie. Good 2-putt from the front right portion of that green. Moves her into a tie for 2nd alongside Aunchisa Utama. Great start to the back 9 for her.
All pars and 1 bogey for the first 10 holes for the Indian. Tough par putt here for Nicolas here, coming from her left-hand side. Just to keep the momentum going, and she can. Great putt from Nicole.
Well, of course, at stake is the Investec Order of Merit, and it's certainly up in the air with the top three not playing this weekend. Kylie Henry retired a few holes into the second round after shooting a first round 74. Cara Gourlay and Gabrielle Fenter both missed the cut. Helen Cruiser, who won the Fidelity ADT Challenge at Blue Valley, also didn't make it through to the weekend, along with the other top 10 players, Harang Lee, Romy Meekers and Carolyn Kaufman. So the Order of Merit set to get a major shake-up heading into the SA Open.
As we look at Diksha Dagar, Indian pro, plays out in New Delhi. Birdie attempt on the 11th. Just a little over 2 meters, slightly uphill.
Well, she also holds the distinction of having played at the Olympics as well as the Deaflympics. Currently alone in 9th position at 6 under. Cassandra Alexander, of course, a winner already this season on the Sunshine Ladies Tour. That was after she won at Serengeti a few weeks ago.
Cassandra also a previous winner of the Ladies Joburg Open. Winner was hosted at Soweto Country Club 2020. If I'm not mistaken, that was her first professional win on the Sunshine Ladies Tour. Went on to have a great season after that, Ladies European Tour. A little up the hill, right to left. Coming up a little bit shy.
Utama is coming up a little shy for her third shot here on the 10th. The putter cutting across the fringe, meter or two. Not a lot of break in this.
That is always the challenge, Alan, of putting from the fringe. So tough to gauge that pace. Teresa Maletska cleaning up for her par on the 11th.
Well, the leader is having a careful look at this one. Is Chiara Tamburlini, the 24-year-old. It shouldn't break it too much, to be honest, as opposed to her playing partner, Sabron Gomez. For Tamburlini's had a superb start to her final round, turning at 34 strokes. Another chance here to apply more pressure at the top of the leaderboard. This one I fancy just to turn slightly from right to left, but just subtly. It's not the biggest of breaks for her. Just careful consideration as she applied throughout the whole of the weekend. She's managed to judge the pace really well through the opening 9 holes. Let's see what she can do here.
That one narrowly misses. As we see Chiara just mark her ball, let the other players finish off their putts. Nicole Garcia from the back right-hand side of the 12th green. Open club face, a little bit of hand speed. That looks beautiful. Lovely exhibition of chipping by Nicole Garcia. And as Leanne steps out, in steps Oji Malefi.
Thank you, Tance. Hello, Avel.
Are you OG?
Very good, thank you. Great to see the multitude of fans that have come out here at Modderfontein, enjoying the golf today. Lovely day out.
That's unfortunately a missed opportunity for Luna Sabron Gomez. Good friend and fellow Spaniard pro golfer Maria Bitel on the bag. Also a very accomplished player in her own right.
Unfortunately, she was in the water for 2, and this is a bogey putt for April. And that is going to be a momentum killer. Double bogey 6 after 3 birdies in a row.
And as everybody said so many times yesterday and today already, how difficult this back 9 can play. It gives and it takes. As we look at Aunchisa Utama cleaning up for her par. She rolled it a good meter and a bit past.
Already had a top 10 finish in the magical Kenya Open, 8th position. A 2nd or 3rd on her own can catapult her up that hill of merit. Unfortunately, that just goes left, and her
in the way Chiara Tamburlini's playing, that is just spectacular.
OG, we said, because, I mean, her sitting
Oh
here-
no, oh, you're kidding me. Another chip down. That is incredible. Says, B, maybe you must come sit here all the time. What's going on?
I've always said it that these young girls make golf look easy.
April Angurasaranee playing her 2nd shot. Into the par 5, 13th hole, up today. Presenting a wonderful eagle opportunity for the players. April, unfortunately, making a double on the previous hole. She would very much like to pull that back, and she's given herself a very realistic chance of doing just that.
Another beautiful day under the African sky. And it's the Swiss rising star, 24-year-old Chiara Tamburlini, 4 under 311 at the moment. Leads the way by 9. The Joburg Ladies Open. A former winner of this event, Cassandra Alexander, 3 under through 15. Inside the top 10 alongside Nadia van der Westhuizen, 2nd round leader of the event.
Mahadoui from Morocco, 2 under for her round today, moving into a total of 3 under, inside the top 20. Alongside Sara Kuskova, who's still out there with quite a few holes to play. Ivana Samu, even par today, finished for her tournament. Good week for her. And now we make our way back to our leader, Chiara. What is she staring down now, Andrew?
Well, this one she'll be playing with a bit of caution, as you suggested. It's downhill, although it shouldn't be too quick. It is an outside chance, albeit relatively short putt. 18 feet to go. Fancy this one to just break slightly from left to right. Had a good stroke. Oh, and she's got it. The Swiss professional is on fire at Modderfontein.
Laura Sluman, professional from Panama, with her eagle attempt here on the 13th. Little bit of movement from the left-hand side, this putt. Fairly flat pace-wise. Just Laura and Aunchisa Utama currently tied at 9 under and a share for 2nd.
Also comes up short with the eagle attempt.
It's definitely been a case this week with the greens being as slick as they are. Started off at 11.2 in the Pro-Am and have gotten progressively quicker as the week has gone on. And this morning recorded at 11.8. No doubt they're closer to 12 as the afternoon has dried things out. And still to come, Waterfall City Tournament of Champions powered by Attack. hosted by Royal Johannesburg Golf Club from the 2nd to the 5th of May. Interesting field that, all the tournament winners from the Sunshine Ladies Tour and Sunshine Men's Tour, as well as All Africa, top amateurs, real host of players. From my understanding, going to be playing a composite course. Going to be an exciting week. Put it in the diary. Make sure you come out and watch the top players that week.
Yeah, I was out at Royal Johannesburg on Friday, and it's interesting. The holes they'll be playing on the East Course, number 1 to 5. Then they'll hop on to the 8th hole, play the 9th as well. Then head down to the 10th, play the par 5. And the par 4, rather, that long par 4 in the East. And then finish with the par 5, 18th hole. Yeah, it's going to be fun. Looking forward to it.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Lovely putt. Just missed that chip in with the eagle. Great return putt though to walk off with a birdie. That's 3 in a row now for Diksha Dagar.
She's definitely enjoying her time here in South Africa. Moving up ahead to the 15th hole, par 4. German, Lara Funstock. As we were saying to Alan yesterday, direct translation, 5 sticks. A lot easier to pronounce.
Oh, is that for real?
Yes.
Oh. We learn every day. It's been great as we're watching and talking about the Tournament of Champions and just the mixture that's going to be just before Verena Gimi comes in putts. It was good to see Peter Moorman out here watching the golf as well. It's great to see that camaraderie between the Sunshine Tour and the Sunshine Ladies Tour, SSB.
Absolutely, MG, because like we mentioned earlier on, that as the men's tournament is growing, we need to grow the ladies tournament. But the two tours working together is making arrangements of golf easier year in, year out. But we move off the Sunshine Tour. You look at the number of people that have come in to watch the tournament, spectators all over the place. It's incredible because these girls are just not playing for themselves. They're playing to a crowd that is actually has taken an interest in what they're doing.
Yeah, and Peter Moorman was actually picking up some putting tips. Watched very interesting and great to see. Even the young kids that have come through this week has been super impressive.
Absolutely, there've been quite a number of young kids that have come with parents and stuff, very interested in the sport, and those are the future players. You know, South Africa has grown in golf, but we need to ensure that we do more in increasing the number of people, young people playing golf across the board, so that when the generation that is currently playing, you know, moves over, we have more young people that are coming into the fold, irrespective of color.
Absolutely. Laura Sluman, 4 under today, gets into double digits and takes second place on her own.
Nadia van der Westhuizen, 15th hole. Fortunately, she had a bit of a nightmare hole here yesterday, scoring a double, and that's going to be a single bogey for her. I mean, as mentioned earlier on today, OG, in our pre-interview, I did mention that this hole was going to be pivotal in proceedings for the final day.
Indeed. Look at former champ Cassandra Alexander.
And that's a little bit unlucky not getting the backspin on that portion. It's going to be a tricky downhill chip from there.
SB, before we let you go, if you were to just rate everything that's happened this week, great outcome for you.
Absolutely. Starting with a welcome function on Monday, to the Pro-Am, to the tournament itself, it's been incredible. And a special thank you to all you guys who've made sure we have proper broadcast. Everybody's able to watch the tournament. What the City of Johannesburg has put into both tournaments has been incredible, and I'm hoping we would be able to continue for years to come. It's not my decision, it's the mayoral committee that needs to make the decision, but so far we've done 16 years of the men's tournament, and this is the 9th edition of the Joburg Ladies Open, co-sanctioned for the 3rd year. It has been an exciting time to see the growth of both tournaments.
Absolutely, it's been fantastic, and well done to you and your entire team. People don't see the hard work that goes on in the background. I hope the mayoral team will have noticed that as well. We're really looking forward to this tournament continuing for years to come. Thank you, Sis B.
Tandy,
Up ahead on the 14th.
our leader, out of the fairway metal, being aggressive as she's been all weekend.
Nicole Garcia playing her second shot into the 15th, prime position. It's just the utility off the tee on this 15th hole. Fairway slopes a little bit left to right. Red penalty area that runs along the whole right-hand side. And that's a great approach up by Nicole Garcia.
Back to our leader, Chiara Tamburlini. So got a little rescue. Expect this to be middle back of the green. Good shot for Chiara.
Teresa Maletska with her birdie putt on the par 3 14th hole.
Let's go. Comes up just shy.
Good birdie opportunity here, OG4. Nicole coming back down the hill. Never high enough, unfortunately.
And also, as mentioned yesterday, some of these slippery downhill putts, although be it 8-10 foot for a birdie, there's no being too bold and going for it. Definitely opting for lag pace coming down the hill, and when you're putting the ball at slower pace, you have to allow for more break, and therein lies the challenge of making those putts. Not the case for Chiara Tamburlini. 9-shot lead.
Diksha Dagar on a run here. This is for 4 in a row.
And our leader, Chiara Tamburlini, to extend her dominance. An eagle putt to come. It is a slippery one down the hill. The first half will be very quick, especially going from right to left. She's had a good look at it. And she's going to make another bomb. She seems to have good pace on this one. Could it be? Oh.
You definitely have to feel that at this stage of proceedings with a 9-shot lead, that she's playing golf like it's just her home course, enjoying an afternoon out. There's no pressure anymore. Safely in for Chiara Tamburlini. And that's her 3rd birdie in a row on the back 9. Nicole Garcia with a birdie attempt on the 16th hole, par 4 up the hill, all the way from the front right-hand portion of the green. It's going to move left to right and right to left at the end. Pace is quite important. Couple of bumps along the way. Yes, great birdie, Nicole.
Well, Nicole does love playing here. We've seen some really good finishes from her over the last couple of years. She was T3 in 2022, T8 last year. Well, she's eyeing that 2nd place on her own. Looking to pull ahead now to 10 under.
Slightly uphill. Should move a little from the right-hand side. Her right. Makes it. What a great 2 club on this hole today. Second place on her own.
Slubin was in the bunker here. This is her par putt. Everybody has missed that putt left.
Well, that's back-to-back bogeys now for Slubin. Certainly not moving in the right direction on that leaderboard.
Cassandra Alexander on the 18th green. Putt from right to left and then straightens at the end. Has she read it correctly? Good judgment of pace, just didn't quite have the line.
3 under par, 70 for Cassandra Alexander, previous winner of this Joburg Ladies Open. Solid performance. Birdie and eagle the first 9.
Chiara Tamburlini, 6 under for her day through 14 holes. Currently 10 shots clear.
Well, Tamburlini really has set the pace in this tournament, showing her cards on a Saturday and just continuing to pull clear of this field in the final round here, sitting very pretty indeed at 20 under and a whopping 10-shot advantage. As we just take a look at some of the other performances today, we've had rounds of 70 from Screen. Alexander, they've just finished off very good 69s as well there. Nina Pagova and Sarah Schelke weighing in with rounds of 4 under. Moa Volker, so we see down that leaderboard, of course, finishing joint second at last year's tournament. That was after she held the lead heading into the final round, but Lily Mae Humphreys had other ideas.
Well, all 3 ladies hitting pretty much the same distance. At the moment, we're not too sure who's going to be playing first. It could be Utama, but I suspect it could be Tamburlini, given the angle to the pin, which is 12 on and 3 from the left. Tamburlini has been imperious throughout the weekend's golf, leading and keeps her foot on the accelerator. This is one of the toughest of holes at Modderfontein Golf Club, looking to negotiate this one and then pretty much continue a march to victory. And that is a lovely looking golf shot, guys.
One of the reasons she has a 10-shot lead has not took her foot off the pedals. We look down on 15, demanding tee shot with that penalty area or down the right-hand side. You got to keep it down the left. Probably 3-wood off the tee for the ladies. As Tandy explained earlier, that massive tree on the left-hand side. You do not want to mess with that.
Well, just 2 yards shorter is Utama, playing from the right-hand side of the fairway from the angle, which is really good. She'll also be looking to get this one within striking distance. A nice safe shot to the middle of the green.
Gonna have to try to pitch this a meter or two short of that flag. That is really well played. All the putts we've seen so far on the 15th, we haven't seen anybody miss it right. Everybody's been below the hole. Slightly different angle here for Sabran Galmez.
Something from her angle that she had in the fairway, she couldn't really attack that flag because of that tree that guards the left-hand side. And it looks like it's quite far away, but it's a ginormous tree that actually almost overhangs that front portion, so you don't want to get cluttered in the side there. Hits the flagstick and in. Great time to make a birdie on a difficult hole.
Oh, Tamburlini. Another look at birdie. Could she make it 4 in 5 holes? Taking careful consideration. Just looking to start this one. About 3 balls left of the hole. But will drift to the right as she married the pace and the line. Therefore, she just hasn't given it enough here.
They go now, and this for birdie.
A great back 9, 3 birdies already. On a good line, but just comes up a little shy, putting back into the shadow, never easy.
Fifteenth hole, par 4. Aunchisa Utama. Currently second place on her own. 1 shot clear of Nicole Garcia. That's to move her to 11 under. First player we've seen leave it on the high side, Al.
Yeah. Gave the commentator's curse there, I think. Good putt though for Utama.
Definitely feel like the 15th hole as a hole you just very happily make a par and move on. Birdies are really a bonus. As we look at our leader cleaning up for her par. Chiara Tamburlini just taking her time, sticking to her shot routines throughout from the beginning to the end, especially in the closing portion of today's round.
Big patch here for Sluman. Get off that bogey run. That is themed past the hole.
Well, Nicole Garcia, the leading South African on that leaderboard. This at the 17th for birdie, go in. And she'd just come from a birdie at the 16th. Back-to-back would have been great, but just denied. Let's go now.
Great shot in here from Leska. Can she convert? She can, and moves into a tie with Nicole Garcia. 9 under par.
Shannon Tan, player from Singapore, after a fantastic approach shot. And we've seen her miss 2 of those yesterday. And it just looks like as she takes that putter back, she's already looking at the hole. That left shoulder gets high and left. It's going to be very costly in the context of finishing places today, and she's going to know that. As we look at the pro from Panama, cleaning up for her bogey.
Yeah, Tan's going to be disappointed with that. She lists her putting as the strongest part of her game. And when the best part of your game is not working, you can't expect your game to be happy overall.
That was Diksha Dagar finishing off her par on the 16th. They'll make their way to the 17th tee box.
Garcia to finish up a -8. Currently will be in 4th position. Good week for Nicole Garcia.
So a bogey there for Garcia at the 18th, and she'll finish at 8 under for the tournament alongside Manon and Roey. 2 holes still to come then for The 3 players in that last group. Well, Tamburlini back now. Of course, this game is all about problem solving.
Sunshine Ladies Tour does allow players to use rangefinders to aid with pace of play, albeit rangefinders that do not have gradient and slope to aid them. For the most part, the rangefinders do have that function that you can switch off. And as it's a local rule for Sunshine Ladies Tour, it's being adopted this week for Ladies European Tour as well.
Yeah, it's quite a debate that whether you use it or don't use it. The Sunshine Men's Tour do not, PGA Tour do not, but when they play the US PGA Championship they do. I think when you're out of position and you've got a rangefinder, it helps. You don't have to go find that extra yardage. I do think it's really important to have the book as well, because you want to see all the areas that you're covering, the bunkers, the front, the back of the green. So, ongoing debate.
Yeah, we've definitely found for the ladies it has helped with pace of play. And that's a good shot from her coming out the rough. Very tough to exhibit any spin. But at this stage, she's got shots to burn. 2 putts from there will be more than satisfactory.
Maletska made a great bogey actually on 17, found the penalty area, got it up and down. It's in a tie for 3rd. Not too bad, just through the back of that green. Great view for the spectators here on 18. As we've come back to Sluman. A little bit conservative that second shot, understandably that pin is on that left-hand side, and we saw Dagar already flirting with that penalty area. Looks to be a good shot.
She'll have a little over a metre to save her par. As we look at Aunchisa Utama putting from the back edge. We saw Cassandra Alexander in a very similar position earlier on today, running just through the green, putting from that back edge. There's not much space to work with, and also water on the far side.
A little tricky though, Tanya, coming through that first foot of the kukui grass and trying to negotiate how much that's going to slow it down before you get to the downhill.
It's almost the kind of putt you want to feel like you're just trickling it over that front edge, just let it dribble down towards the hole. Should move from the left-hand side once it hits the putting surface. Same token, I think in her position you still want to feel like you're giving it a chance, and she hasn't done that. Still left herself a good 4-footer left to right down the hill to close out for her par.
Letting the putter is Teresa Maletska. Lengthy putt.
I'm quite a big fan of that left-hand low grip, Al. Don't know what your thoughts are.
Certainly find it a bit easier than the conventional grip.
Helps the putter face stay a lot squarer for longer through impact, especially for players that find themselves very handsy with their right hand.
Lydia Tamburlini, 62 yards from the right-hand side rough with her third, and showing great maturity, having found the left-hand side tree trouble off a tee shot. Her third shot has landed here. She's opted with the putter and shouldn't have too many problems regarding a bobble or two. Should bend from left to right, and you know the way this girl's been playing, I have no doubt that she will give us a great try.
You can just see how far to the left-hand side she's aiming in anticipation for that big swing.
It's okay though, you got a 10-shot lead. Just going to be Hopefully just her second bogey of the day. 7 birdies in that round.
And in fairness, she's done so much other good work earlier on today, especially on the front nine, going 3 under today, extending that lead even more. Just giving her so much of a breather on that back nine. And then she went birdie on 11, 12 and 13 just to top it off.
She definitely would have got a good understanding of what this putt's doing from Chiara Tamburlini. Can Sabron Gomez make it 3 in a row and join Utama in second place at this stage? Just going to be quite courageous to get this, to get to the hole. Everybody's come up a little bit shy.
It's very slick from the backside of this 17th green, especially in that front right. It's quite a slope. Doesn't really give it justice on the camera angle, but it is quite slick. Has it got the pace? So tough to go left enough. Diksha Dagar for her birdie on the 18th. This will move her into 9 under and a share of 3rd position alongside Teresa Maleska, who's yet to finish. And Luna Sabron Gomez, who has 1 hole to play. Great week for the young lady from New Delhi.
And what a great back nine, 4 under 32. And that's how you collect a little more cash in your bank account.
Aunchisa Utama now a little over 4.5 feet down the hill, moving left to right. This is very much a case of lining up and marrying pace and line. You can go straighter and go firmer. You need to go well out to the left hand side and feel it in.
That is a big putt for Utama. She stays second on her own. She knows it.
You can see a big sigh of relief from Utama there as she hands the putter across to her caddy.
Teresa to clean up. Lovely putt there. 8 under, 72 to close out her campaign.
Here's our leader now, Chiara Tamburlini, the young Swiss lady, finishing off her bogey on the 17th. But that doesn't matter. She's got a 9-shot lead playing the last hole.
Tamburlini's found the right-hand rough, and this is one brave lady with the overhanging willows. She's going to start this one left. She's 122 meters to the left-hand bunker, and she's played a beautiful cut shot. Has she got enough, though? Unfortunately not. It was just 122 meters to the flag, 100 meters to the front edge.
She doesn't want to make it boring.
Not at all.
Tamburlini with a little over 78 meters towards the flag. Probably going to be a grip down, control the sandwich, take the spin off.
And like you said, Tandy, anywhere right, pin high. She tried it once, didn't get away with it, and not going to take any more chances.
Chiara Tamburlini now for a bogey putt. Slightly down towards the hole. Moves a little from the right and a bit from the left at the end. Virtually a straight putt. Her long-range putting distance control has been exceptional this week.
She'll have a little respect for her players and mark that, as she knows there's got a tussle on here for second place.
Maz, as soon as she's just celebrating shaking hands,
Sabron Gomez birdied 15, birdied 16. Another chance here at 18.
It's a little sneaky, just outside left, down the hill. Just a tear on the left-hand side of where this flag is. Filters the bank towards the right. You can see her aiming a little outside the left. See quite a few players leave this putt short. It's not a time to leave a putt short.
Didn't look like it was going to stay short, but unfortunately, a little agonizingly short for Sabron Gomez, but a great finish. And at the moment, in a tie for third position, depending what Aunchisa Utama can do. Three birdies and just a single bogey today. And this to finish sole second. A substantially bigger check.
One under the front nine, just the lone bogey on the 10th. Two birdies on the back nine. Still very solid day for Aunchisa Utama. As we look at Tamburlini.
Remarkably, only her first double bogey rather of the tournament. Started playing golf at the age of 8 and 16 years later breaks through to win the Joburg Ladies Open. Her maiden victory on the Ladies European Tour.
Manon going in now.
Oh, what a wonderful 4 days we've had here at Modderfontein Golf Club. Absolutely spectacular golf that's been on offer. Chiara Tamburlini, top of the pile, closes out with a 3 under 17 to clinch that 7-shot victory. Aunchisa Utama, she's been super composed as well. Fantastic 2 under 71 to close out her campaign. And the young Diksha Dagar, well played today to put herself in a podium place.
Nadia Pelaez finishing in a tie 10th. Great week for her. Cassandra Alexander finishing strong, 2 under for her campaign.
Nina Tagova and Sarah Yelka, 4 under par today. Just finishing outside the top 20.
Your winner, ladies and gentlemen, Chiara Tamburlini. Please, Councillor Masuku, if you can hand over the trophy.
And from here at Modderfontein Golf Club, it's been a spectacular 2024 Joburg Ladies Open. We certainly look forward to returning next year. And from all of us, the entire production team and commentary team here in Johannesburg, it's goodbye and we'll see you next week.